Well, I'm going to do a demonstration on using a gasket cutter for cutting lift cups. I basically got me a calendar, some file folders, a cutting board, protractor, writing instrument, a 5/64 drill bit, which is fits the pilot pin of the gasket cutter, a ruler, some glue, scissors, battery drill, and then notes of how to cut. And what we're going to cut is lift cups for a 4-inch ball shell. So I stacked all these file folders up and stuff, and a 4-inch ball shell. I'm calling for a 5-inch radius, which would be a 10-inch circle. So we have more than enough room for a 10-inch circle on this. And basically what I'm going to do, center point, is I'm making what I call my graph 0 line. I'm chucking the drill bit into my battery drill and sliding this out. I'm just going to drill right down through all this material. Now I put drill bit into the hole, put my protractor onto it. I'm going to give myself a mark at 125 degree and a mark at 120. Then I'm lifting the protractor, pull my pin bit, drawing a line, and then this one's just a dashed line. Putting my pin back in. Protractor back on 0. 125, 120. Now I can insert the gasket cutter guide pin. I just tap it down firm. The very first cut I'm going to do is the 1-inch circle that I'm calling for. And I got this cutter blade adjusted to where it just should cut through all this material and not cut too much on the lumber so I don't dull my blade too soon. Then the next cut I'm calling for is 2.5-inch radius. So I'm just going to use the ruler up against the blade. I'm going to go 2 1/2 inch. Two and a half inches. And then my next cut is at 5 inches radius. When I'm out in the shop, I use glue clamps to hold all this together. But I thought it'd be better to try to video it in the house here than in the shop. There, it feels like I cut through everything. There we go. Finally got our base circles and stuff. Now what we need to do, we need to cut our cups out. Then we have our inner cups now, and get rid of this stuff. We pull our pin, and there's our little bottom circles that we're going to need. My outer cup and stuff, and there again it's going to be 5 1/4 inch radius, 10 in diameter. I'm just going to give myself a center point right there, line 0. Go completely through everything. Take the spare drill bit, pin it, mark at 125 and 120. Dash line for the glue, solid line for the cut, pin it again, $125, $120. Once again, there's only 360 degrees in a circle, and so we can only cut 2 cup sets out of this. Take my gasket cutter centering pin, pin them down, adjust the gasket cutter to where we cut an 1.5 inch circle, which would be 3/4 inch radius. Okay, our next cut is a 2¼ inch radius, or 4.5 inch circle. There we go. 2¼ . Then our next cut is 5¼ for 10.5 inch circle. I almost got cut through all 14 sheets here. Okay, now we can go and cut this out. There we have our outer lift cup, our inner lift cup. Our outer closure hole closures, and our inner hole closure. These you can actually save, and believe it or not, you can actually make small little lift cups out of these. for small little projects or whatever. Okay, now I got my inner, what I call my inner cup, my outer circle, my inner circle cut and everything. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a couple, just real light, a little bit of glue. I don't know if you can see it, it's just really light and stuff. And I'm just going to stick this then I'm just going to pleat this edge right here. I'll go right there for the seam. Fold these pleats over. I folded my pleats in and stuff, and I'm taking my inner circle, I'm just putting a little bit of glue, really lightly again, just enough to where I'm basically covering it, but I really don't have no excess. Basically this glues up into the bottom. Put a little glue over these pleats. Well, I got the inner glued in, the outer glued in. We got a cup. How's it fit on a ball? I got a 4-inch shell here. And you go. Perfect. Another lift cup made with an all-pack gasket cutter. Hope you all enjoyed this.